Welcome to Roadshow Home Video. Before the movie, we'd like to show you previews of some of our films.
On October 14th, 1964, he stunned the world by running the most sensational race in Olympic history.
It's not too late for you. You still got a chance.
They said it couldn't be done.
An Olympic runner doesn't decide when he can run and when he can't. He runs all the time.
They said he was a quitter.
Hey, stuck to the team or the tribe?
For all the reasons, there was no chance.
Does it have anything to do with you being Indian?
I'm half white also. Now, I don't know which half loses.
Here's the story of Billy Mills, a 26-year-old who raced in the Olympics, running in borrowed shoes.
Hey, buddy, you want to try?
Billy, they won't allow Indians in the fraternity. Did you tell him?
Yes. My father didn't say anything. He just left the room.
What'd your mother do? Hang herself from the chandelier?
Billy, stop it.
He ran for his people. He ran for his country. He ran for himself.
I want you to be a winner.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means anymore.
There's the bell for the final lap. Mills is pushed into the third lane as Clark attempts to pass. Here on the outside, here comes Billy Mills. He's like a man possessed. Billy Mills!
It wasn't how Billy Mills finished. It was where he started that made him a champion. Running brave.
In 1980, Terry Fox, a young athlete, decided to run across Canada. He called it his Marathon of Hope. But for a boy with only one leg, it was a marathon of courage.
I'm not saying he's going to make it, and I'm not saying he ain't going to make it. It doesn't really matter. What matters is he's making a lot of people feel happy.
This is a true story of triumph and anger,
What do they want from me? Blood?
love, and the test of understanding.
Rika, I need you.
It's about fear,
And what happens if I don't finish this run?
What do you mean by that?
I'm not the Bionic Man.
it's about Terry Fox, who proved to the world every one of us can have the heart of a champion. His story is about people reaching out and reaching back.
People say I have courage. Well, I'm not just the only one.
The story of Terry Fox, who had the heart of a champion. And half his journey was still ahead.
Meet Dad. He's a real man.
Got a beer?
7 o'clock in the morning.
Scotch?
An all-out go-getter. But when his job pulled the plug on him,
I'm fine.
they threw a switch.
Good luck.
And he became the lady of the house. It sure looks like he got a terrific deal.
Honey, if you call and I'm not here, I'll be at the gym or at the gun club.
Exercise and relaxation. Good home cooking. Arts and crafts.
Kenny, don't paint your sister.
And fun and games with the neighbors.
Are these any good?
We got 2 pair. We got plenty.
That's when he was forced to face the bare facts. His new job is a mother. Michael Keaton
Where's Bobby keep the extra diapers?
and Terry Garr in Mr. Mom, a mother of a comedy.
It began one stormy night off the coast of the Aleutian Islands when Eric's imaginary mystical friend became real.
I won't hurt you if you don't hurt me. Okay?
To everyone else, she was the golden seal. A legend. A symbol.
Seal should bring love, not bitterness and anger.
A hunted prize.
What's the law that says you can keep anything you find washed up on the beach?
Salvage rights.
If I found something on the beach washed up by the storm, something special, would you let me keep it?
Sure.
Promise to let me keep what I found?
What'd you find?
A golden seal.
I'm not in the mood for one of your stories.
A tale of courage. Survival.
No, you can't do it!
Danger. And honor.
Silly kids who have to keep promises!
The Golden Seal. An extraordinary friendship. An unforgettable adventure. The Golden Seal.
I am Eric Helge, Prince of Helgeland, a kingdom by the sea in the land of the Norse. I was 12 when my brother Thorvald the Bold took me on a voyage westward across the sea, beyond the setting sun. All our kingdom mourns the loss of our father and his men. When my brother Thorvald made the decision to go in search of him, it spread joy throughout the land. My brother Thorvald the Bold, a warrior feared and respected by all Norsemen, the strong right arm of my father. And our homeland has been peaceful and prosperous for many years, due to his great strength.
For more movie previews, keep watching after the end of this film.
The actors were in place, the stage set.
Frank Swedlund, TV anchorman.
More after this.
He was a star of primetime news.
I don't need real stories from you. I've got real reporters for that.
Until the scoop he was working on started working.
Looks splendid, Frank.
On him.
There's one person who can't afford a scandal. It's a man who makes his living by exposing people.
Take a look at that.
Please, not while I'm eating.
Now his life is becoming a soap.
You're supposed to report the news, not be the news.
A spectacle. A love story. A detective melodrama. And even a murder mystery.
Ah, I caught you. Caught me.
Why, it's more than simply serious. It's positively scandalous.
Oh, what a wonderful evening we're having.
In an age when women hid their best assets, one man devoted his life to giving them the support they sorely needed. Fred Burley, head of the Burley underwear empire, proved once and for all that to be a truly great Australian hero, you don't have to be hanged as a bushranger or get poisoned for being too fast. Yes, sir, Fred Burley was a real live one, a man to be reckoned with and always a step ahead in Undercover.
Whenever you trade, buy Australian made. That's the message we have to spread.
He was determined to get this great nation he loves so much back on the rails and rolling again. So he hired Max, the suave, sophisticated American publicity man, who endeared himself to everyone.
Women have never been practical about fashion. They never have been, and they never will be.
They've never had the chance.
And Nina, eccentric, witty, and with style to burn. She was the epitome of class. Libby Mackenzie, the quiet, shy young girl from the country.
And you can stop it!
She wanted her new life in the city to be one big world. And it was. And of course, Theo, the local lover boy. He'd fallen for Libby, but then he always seemed to be falling. These people are just part of the Undercover story. The story of an empire which was to shake Australia to its very foundations. Undercover.
From a time when the world was new.
And the Dragonhawks!
And everything was possible. From the film creator of Wizards and Lord of the Rings comes fantasy and adventure. Action and suspense. Fire and ice.
Who were the Rutles?
I don't know.
People were proud in double-back alley. Neighbors were loud, but ever so pally. People would shout, joking about the smoke and the soot. Mother would put the milk on.
You must know.
No, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Is it really the Rutles? It might be somebody else.
Out, don't you let me out. Please don't let me out. Ow, ow, ow.
We are getting wet in a shower because basically we talked it over, Chastity and myself, and we came to the conclusion that civilization was nothing more than an effective sewage system.
Time goes by, as we all know, naturally. People come and people go, naturally. Let's be natural. Ever since the world began, let's be natural. Every woman, every man, let's be natural.
Here it was that the prefab four, Dirk, Nasty, Stig, and Barry, the Rutles, the singing phenomena, who made the 60s what they are today, here it was that indeed they were so... Do you think they'll ever get back together again?
I hope not.
Who are the Rutles?
To keep up to date with our new releases, send us your name and address, and we'll mail you information about our new movies when they're released.